When you realize a UFC title shot at 170 pounds, that is saying something. Most people would argue this is as deep as any division in the UFC, and this man, undeniably the #1 contender as he makes the walk tonight.
He has separated himself from the pack. The only person left is the champion. He has done everything necessary to be viewed as a guy that could hold this championship belt. Now's his moment. He has got to lock in for 25 minutes because it's going to take all of that 25 to beat this great champion. Big spot for this young man tonight.
Well, and a lot of his UFC experience he believes is going to help him in this setting. He's been measured with his energy all week. Nerves do not appear to be an issue. We'll see if by night's end we have a new champion. Well, there's always a special feeling when Khamzat Chimaev makes the walk, whether at welterweight or at middleweight. This man has proven to be a real problem and really has lived up to all the hype and then some, dating to his 2020 UFC debut.
It's so hard for you to meet expectation, much less exceed it.
Right.
Khamzat Chimaev has exceeded the expectations set for him when he made his UFC debut. He has been nothing short of a buzzsaw, just going through guys at a rate that not anyone could have expected. What a fantastic fighter we get to watch every time we see Khamzat in the octagon.
And of course, many people harken back to the Gilbert Burns fight in 2022, the consensus fight of that year in which Chimaev was challenged and still rose to the occasion. We'll see how he fares tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. To get us started with the official introductions, we go inside to the veteran voice of the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Ilia Topuria. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. Dateline, Las Vegas, Nevada. This is...
He's got to keep pressing here.
Oh!
Good jab there by the champion.
Chimaev gets touched by that kick there. Beautiful sequence of strikes there. Nice combination. Chimaev's in half guard now.
Using a lot of good movement. Oh, poor attack. Yup. Oh, now it's getting tight. Fight IQ on full display there. Recognizing he was losing the sub, elected to keep the dominant position.
Closed guard here. He's very comfortable here working off his back, DC. Making all these shots count. Oh, nice hammer fist there by Ilia Topuria. Under 3 minutes now to go on the round. While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Topuria. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Chimaev.
I mean, way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Chimaev's in half guard. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Great submission defense.
Under 90 seconds to go, round one. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Topuria.
Beautiful transition.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Takes his back now.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Final seconds here.
Beautiful ground strike landed.
Round two next.
All right, take a seat, bro. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down. Slow it down. Good. Focus, okay? Listen, you are not tired. I know you.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
All right, so there's the end of the round. You know, few things more exciting in mixed martial arts than a submission, and he nearly had one there.
He almost had it. He had it locked in. He thought the fight was over, but his opponent was able to escape. But the next time, if he goes back to that position, maybe he gets a finish he wants so bad.
Topuria gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. All right, so not exactly the approach we thought we would see out of this BJJ player. His ground game, you can argue, as good as anyone's in this division, yet he hasn't attempted a single.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. It's been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, side control now. Chimaev's back to the side control now.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty scared.
This could be it. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Under 2 minutes to go in round two. And that one certainly found the target. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done.
Nice defense.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Topuria. Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Under a minute now to go in the round.
He's got to start going down.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top. Chimaev's back in half guard. Ground and pound the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Final seconds here of round 2. Topuria's eye is closing up. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Stop.
All right, I want you to forget about that round. That round's gone, okay? We're going to go back out there. We're going to stick to our jiu-jitsu. We're going to get the takedown.
All right, now we check out some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about the display of striking?
Just high level. I mean, you would think that we're watching a K1 level kickboxing match opposed to being in the UFC. Both displayed great technical skills, unbelievable striking.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here, really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight.
What a tricky head kick.
And he blocked the punch there. That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. Immediately gets the underhook.
And now some separation.
Well, the most significant stat in this fight, and you can see it right there in plain sight, bottom of your screen, the body strikes. His opponent has had absolutely no answer. He hasn't lowered his guard with the elbow whatsoever, and I'm not sure how many strikes to the body he can take before he ends up crippling here. We'll see. Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect. This is a terrible position. Oh, arm triangle. Arm triangle. Arm triangle.
Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Topuria going to work from guard here. Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit.
Great defense by this fighter. All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, so he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the top fighter in this situation, what are you trying to do offensively?
I'm trying to force some sort of action from my opponent. You want him to turn to his knees to either give you the guillotine choke or allow you to try to chase the back. It's a tough position to control in, but there are options for finishes and are options for positional advancements if you're patient. This is where he wants to be.
Topuria's in half guard. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
15 seconds to go.
Oh, good defense, yes.
All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Sit down. Take a deep breath. That was a great round, man. You're controlling him everywhere, okay? You almost got that arm bar there. I need you to stay tight.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Maybe the best strike he's thrown tonight.
The biggest shot that he's landed all night. A massive uppercut range.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. And there it is again. targeting that swelling. Why would you not, right? You doled out all this damage. Might as well go right back to it.
Well, especially if your opponent is not going to move his head. He's still trying to go out on his shield. He's so stubborn in trying to prove that he's tough. It's really costing him right now. That was a slick transition.
And now he's got the back. Chimaev gets up and decides to take this fight back to the feet despite having a dominant position on the ground. Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other, DC.
Yeah, we knew. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big moment in this fight.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent is
Opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that.
Chimaev's in half guard. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Oh, it looks like he's got him in a crucifix now, DC. A lot of body weight from the top position. How does he go about trying to finish this fight?
He just needs to stay heavy. He's got to keep his weight down. He's got to be working, but not working recklessly because this is a position that you can escape. Make sure you secure your opponent, and make sure you secure your opponent, land strikes that matter, and end this fight.
Topuria's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts set.
Nice shots landing from the top position.
Horn sounds for the end of round 4. All right, there's the end of the round. Back to the stools we go, and they need to do something to address the swelling because at this point in time, he has almost been rendered a one-eyed fighter. All right, so back to the stools we go. They say defense wins championships, and he has not defended well tonight.
He isn't trying, or at least it doesn't seem like he's trying. He has got to move his head. He's trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots, this fight is going to be stopped due to the swelling.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. What happened? See on that punch right there? His opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot.
Oh, huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, big elbow. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight. Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drive knees over and over. You got to be careful here. You got to move.
All right, so the taller fighter lands a knee, and Daniel Cormier to my right, I can hear him saying, I will. Oh, hip toss to get him down.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Topuria's back in side control.
Oh, right into mount.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. That is how you reverse position on the ground. Beautifully done by him there. We'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Topuria getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
Nice pass.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, what a title fight it was, what a showcase it was for this division, but at the end of the day, the champion just did a little bit more, and you got to think he gets the nod, right?
I believe it was the championship experience that allowed him to push through in those spots that he needed to in order to keep his championship. I agree with you, J.A. I think he keeps his belt.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 50-46, and 49-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the welterweight cut never seemingly an easy one for Khamzat Chimaev, but certainly no issue.